Donald Trump doesn't just live, he performs. Yeah, every single day of his life reads like a tabloid headline crossed with a billionaire's playbook.
The harder I work, the luckier I get. Now, I know I've heard the statement before, but I heard it from him in a meaningful way.
We're talking gold-plated habits, midnight meetings, Big Macs served on silver trays, and a red button just to summon Diet Coke. Whether he's firing off Truth Social posts or playing golf while making major decisions. Trump's daily routine is a wild roller coaster of discipline, indulgence, and downright unpredictability. If you think you know the man behind the media frenzy, think again. These 15 wild facts about Donald Trump's everyday life will completely change how you see him. 1. Trump only sleeps 4 to 5 hours a night. While most of us are desperately clinging to 7 or 8 hours just to function, Trump runs on just 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night.
I'm working long hours, right up till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning.
What time do you get up?
5 o'clock.
And he's proud of it. He's often quoted saying that sleeping more than that is a waste of time. Now, and during his previous presidency, he started working as early as 6 a.m. and go well past midnight. And this isn't a new thing. He's maintained this habit for decades, even back in his real estate mogul days. Whether it's discipline, stress, or sheer force of will, the man operates like he's got more hours in the day than the rest of us. 2. He doesn't drink alcohol at all. Despite owning several wineries and often raising glasses at fancy events, Trump himself doesn't drink, not a drop.
I'm not a drinker. I can honestly say I never had a beer in my life, okay?
Right.
It's one of my only good traits. I don't drink.
And it's not because he's health-obsessed. It's actually personal. Trump's older brother, Fred Jr., struggled with alcoholism and passed away in 1981. That left a lasting impression on Donald, who swore off alcohol for good. In fact, he doesn't smoke or do drugs either. So while he's often seen in luxurious, indulgent settings, Trump's vices don't include booze or cigarettes, which might surprise a lot of people. 3. His daily meals are fast food classics. You'd think a billionaire with a personal chef might have a refined palate, but Trump prefers a simpler kind of feast. Think McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC. During the 2016 campaign trail, he often bragged about his love for fast food because, in his words, at least you know what you're getting. His go-to meal?
We have 300 hamburgers, many French fries.
Yes, all in one sitting. He's also famous for eating pizza with a knife and fork and avoiding the crust. Not exactly Michelin star behavior, but it's very on-brand Trump. Number 4. He starts his day with dozens of news clippings before Twitter. Before meetings, and before stepping into any kind of formal role, Trump devours the media. His team prepares printed copies of news articles, usually from Fox News, the New York Post, or even CNN, and places them in a folder for him to read every morning. He reportedly prefers physical copies over digital, flipping through pages with a marker in hand to annotate. His daily briefings were often filled with commentary about what the press was saying, because to Trump, perception is everything.
Then I have an Article 2 where I have the right to do whatever I want as president, but I don't even talk about that.
Number 5. He's obsessively germophobic. This one's well known in Trump circles. The man hates germs. He avoids shaking hands whenever possible and uses hand sanitizer like it's going out of style. During the pandemic, this trait became even more obvious.
It's a fantastic financial statement. And let's do that over. He's coughing in the middle of my answer.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like that, you know?
Your chief of staff.
If you're going to cough, please leave the room.
He's been seen wiping down objects before touching them, and has even admitted to avoiding doorknobs in public places. Ironically, he's hosted thousands of people at rallies, but behind the scenes, he's all about keeping it clean. 6. He watches hours of TV every day. Donald Trump's media consumption isn't limited to reading. He watches hours of cable news, especially Fox News, OAN, and Newsmax. Reports during his presidency claimed he would watch television for up to 8 hours a day. often reacting live to what he was seeing. Sometimes, he'd even tweet about segments as they were happening, leading many to believe he was basically a real-time viewer-commentator hybrid. Even now, outside of the White House, his remote control stays close by. 7. He schedules no formal exercise. Unlike most billionaires who swear by morning workouts and wellness routines, Trump has publicly declared that he sees exercise as unnecessary and even harmful.
Well, it's a lot of work. You know, when I'm speaking in front of 15 and 20,000 people and I'm up there using a lot of motion, I guess in its own way, it's a pretty healthy act.
He reportedly believes the body is like a battery. Once the energy runs out, it's gone. Instead, his daily movement comes from golf, walking, and moving through the day's business activities. That said, he is obsessed with golf and reportedly plays several times a week, even during high-pressure moments. 8. His office has no computer, only paper. In the digital age, Trump is surprisingly analog. He prefers reading from printed documents and is known for marking up memos with a Sharpie. Even in the Oval Office, his desk was often cluttered with paper documents rather than laptops or tablets. While he tweets from his phone, most of his actual business is done the old-school way, with folders, binders, and handwritten notes. His team often joked about it, feeling like the 1980s in his office. Number 9. His go-to drink is Diet Coke, and lots of it. Trump is famous for his love of Diet Coke. During his presidency, it was reported that he drank up to 12 cans a day. That's more than a six-pack before lunch.
But this is a very ominous looking because of the red button.
What does that get you when you press the
Well, it gets you a
red button?
Coke or it gets you a Pepsi.
At the White House, he even had a red button on his desk that he used to summon a staff member to bring him a fresh Diet Coke. Yes, really, a Diet Coke button. If that's not peak Trump, we don't know what is. 10. He communicates directly through his staff. Unlike many high-profile figures who use layers of communication and public relations buffers, Trump prefers to go straight to the source, or directly to the public. He's known for calling staff personally, texting directly, and holding impromptu meetings. His communication style is fast-paced, informal, and often unpredictable.
Lisa, or as I call her, Miss USDA, I want you to be a judge.
11. He's hands-on with branding, even in daily choices. Trump doesn't just put his name on buildings, he puts it on everything. Even in his daily life, he's deeply involved in the branding of every product, from ties and steaks to hotels and bottled water. He reviews logos, color schemes, and ad materials personally. His attention to the Trump brand is obsessive. It's why his name is visible on everything from bathrobes to bottled water in his hotels. For him, branding isn't a department, it's a lifestyle.
One of the magazines said I've done a great job with branding. Somebody said, boy, if you could do some branding for the United States, because we have a country.
12. He never uses email. For all his public presence online, Trump doesn't use email at all. He considers it a security risk and an unnecessary tool. During his business years and even in the White House, he preferred direct calls or handwritten messages. In fact, most official communications on his behalf are done by aides or lawyers. That's part of the reason why he loves social media. It allows him to speak directly to his audience without the formalities of modern business communication. 13. His personal phone is his command center. When Trump wants to make moves, he doesn't wait for an assistant. He just picks up his personal phone and calls. He's famous for dialing up friends, business partners, and even world leaders on the spot. His phone habits are the headlines in this presidency, from late-night chats with cable news hosts to unrecorded calls with foreign leaders. And he's just as active on apps. Truth Social is now his favorite platform, where he posts without a filter. 14. He takes hours to perfect his appearance. Donald Trump is as concerned with appearance as he is with politics. His daily routine includes meticulous grooming. His famous hairstyle reportedly takes a considerable amount of time, from blow-drying to styling and applying just the right tone of his trademark bronze tan. His suits are custom-tailored, his ties unusually long, and everything from his cufflinks to his shoes are selected for impact. For Trump, how he looks isn't just about vanity, it's strategy. 15. He holds impromptu meetings at all hours. Trump doesn't follow a strict 9 to 5. His meetings can happen early in the morning, late at night, or even on the golf course. He's known for walking into a room, summoning advisors, and making snap decisions on the spot. Whether it's business or politics, his schedule is fluid and completely driven by his instincts. He prefers face-to-face over formal memos and often ignores traditional scheduling altogether. If you're in Trump's orbit, you learn to stay ready 24/7. Love him or hate him, Donald Trump's daily life is anything but ordinary. He's a man of contradictions, a billionaire who eats fast food, a politician who avoids emails, and a businessman who doesn't sleep much, but always keeps the world watching. Whether he's running for office or running his empire, one thing's for sure: his lifestyle isn't just a routine, it's a spectacle. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and let us know which fact shocked you the most. Until next time.